Founded in 2005, Millionaireasia is a powerful, recognizable, and trusted brand registered in 18 countries, including Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Macau, and China. The company is known as the bridge that connects high net worth individuals with brands in both the public and private sectors. Millionaireasia, with a growing database of 80,000 and a readership of 20,000, has a strong network of contacts spread across the region who enjoy the finer things in life. Joining us to talk about this company is the CEO himself, Mr. Peter Tan. Peter, thank you so much for joining us tonight. First of all, how are you doing?
Good, great.
Perfect. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yeah, the company was founded in 2005 as a magazine publication company and event organizer. So in April 2021, PTO Holding acquired 100% of the company. So we are only actually, in terms of business acumen in this area, it's only 2 years.
Let me talk about the in Asia at the moment. So how do you see development of the business situation in Asian countries today after the pandemic and amidst the war in Ukraine that has led to the current state of the global economy?
I think, in my opinion, the worst is over, and the pandemic has taught us many lessons. Of course, the war is something that most of us are not able to control. Not only Ukraine and Russia, it also have North Korea, it's also the Taiwan Straits that are always a major concern for conflicts. But I think we have to live with it and we got to think positive. Otherwise, we can't do anything, right? We're just waiting for war to happen, right? But I'm positive that the environment, the business environment is going to improve. I'm very sure that Asia will grow.
I see. And in your opinion, which of these factors, or what factors, if any, has the biggest impact on your business?
I think the biggest impact during the pandemic is the lockdown, where we got nowhere to interact, right? Because Millionaireasia function is to network, to grow business together, to learn and to share, and we don't meet. It's going to be very tough. So going through Zooms and other kind of internet meeting can present big challenge to us. And it's a blessing in disguise that because then the previous owner don't think that it's a sustainable business. But from our point of view, it is going to be a longer sustainable business. So it's like a contrarian view to when we bought over the company, we take a contrarian view that the company is going to grow after the pandemic. Yeah.
Can you tell me the difference between how this company was previously managed before you acquired it and how you have changed the way your company has been managed now after you have acquired it?
I think the company main focus was always in publication of magazines and maybe a slight focus on events. And today we are still publishing our magazine. We are one of the oldest magazines that still print hard copy magazine. But over and above, we create network. So I'm proud to say that we are going to even extend to the GCC area. We have just fly to Oman to meet up with some of the key people. We have also signed MOU with them to look at 7 areas of improvement between the GCC group or maybe Oman in specific and Asia.
So what is your business strategy going forward?
I think important thing is always to connect using technology. We even think about very high tech using NFT coding to seal up private memberships, right? Because many of our members are rich and famous, and their identity is very important. So in future, our membership system will be even to an extent that we are all recognized by a number. We don't have to know your names, and then it's all tech, and then 100% privacy when we meet.
So what business potential do you see in the future for Millionaireasia? Where do you see your next target to be?
I think Millionaireasia should project even beyond Asia. But of course, to be conservative, we want to spend the next 3 to 5 years to solidify our position in Asia, opening up to even, I think China is a very big potential one when they open up. The Middle East area, we have great relationship with Middle East, and that will give us a good springboard to what we can do in the future.
I see.
Yeah.
let's switch our focus a little bit to somewhere closer to home, well, my home apparently. So, do you see any business potential in Indonesia, especially for your company?
Obviously, I do. That's why I come to Indonesia. Yeah, I think Indonesia is a big country with big populations, right? Looking at 250 to 260 millions, right? And it's always a theory of if you earn $1 for one Indonesian, that is 250 millions, right? So, and there are rich resources. And I think with the new political situation, it gives a lot of confidence for investors to come in. And I think it presents a lot of opportunity for company like us in Singapore who want to expand our business.
Have you already had people coming up to you and saying that they are interested in being connected to businesses here in Indonesia from other countries?
Yeah, there are many. There are many countries because we have launched our event across in Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand. All these countries were always very interested to look at a country like Indonesia, which is so big, and they are always very interested to find out how to do business better in Indonesia.
That's interesting. What kind of questions do they ask, really?
I think it's usually about transparency. How could they effectively do the business here? What are the tax law? And how could they repatriate their profits? Because for businessmen, liquidity to us is very important. If we make money in one country, we must be able to effectively bring the money back, right? So repatriation of profit is very important for us. And the transparency of tax law and how does it improve and help businessmen.
What do you see as the biggest challenge for investors coming into Indonesia?
I think probably the biggest challenge is that maybe they do not really understand how the structure, the infrastructure of Indonesia. So I think there are very specialized schools who can help them. I came in because I also look for experts who can advise me on the law of Indonesia and how to do business. I believe that doing business is really understand the rule of engagement.
I see. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. That's what you said about Indonesia. What about ASEAN countries? Are there interest from other Asian countries that you operate in to invest in ASEAN, and have they contacted you regarding it as well?
Yeah, I think the other growing tiger in ASEAN will probably be Vietnam. The 100 millions of very hungry, very hardworking, and people with driven desire to improve, to grow the country. Yeah, that's my opinion to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What potential do you see in Vietnam, for example?
As I said, it's a very young force, and even our technology development, our website development, and NFT development all are housed in Vietnam. It's still relatively a cheap place to manage resources and manpower.
I see. And we've heard that you are holding a Miss Millionaireasia contest to empower women influencers and entrepreneurs. First of all, why are you holding the event in Indonesia?
We actually hold the event in Asia.
Oh, in Asia, okay.
But of course, we launch in the ASEAN country. The primary objective of this contest is to empower women. We really hope that in line with International Women's Week and in International Women's Day, we want to create a competition that women in Asia know their rights, and women in Asia are able to given opportunity. In line with United Nations 2015 social development goals, or we call it the sustainable development goals, where women are given opportunity to have education, well-being, and also the concept of no poverty, gender equality.
I see. And I suppose your role, the role of Millionaireasia, is in connecting women entrepreneurs with investors who can potentially invest in their business. Is that correct?
Yes, with our database, when I took over as the CEO, we realized that 80% of our database are male, and only a small minority are female. So I want to, as a socially responsible company, I want to help the balance and create more opportunity for women. And that's why we decide to launch this event called MSMA competition. It is not a pageant. It's about creating a place for women to voice their opinion and empower them, to help them to understand that they have a role to play in society, and if they are capable, they can take up equal opportunity, gender equality for them to succeed and to lead.
And my final question to you, Peter, what is your forecast for business prospects for Asia in the coming years?
I think Asia should grow, I think double digit in my opinion. We also want to look at possibility. A lot of people ask me after MSMA 2023, are we looking for empowering men, right? So we are in the process of thinking about it. Yeah, we want to launch product that will also empower men and women together, you know.
That's very interesting. All right, thank you so much for the conversation, Mr. Peter.
Thank you.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
And that was our conversation with Mr. Peter Tan, the CEO of Millionaireasia. Very interesting conversation about business prospects in Asia and Mr. Tan's projects himself in Millionaireasia, and as well as his campaign, the company's campaign to empower businesses in Asia as well as women in Asia as well. Thank you.
Thank you.